use your page to draw attention. Well, you know what? I've done it many, many times. And this is a topic, especially when the war was happening in 2020. And I'm here to tell you what I have to say may trigger some people, but what's happening, not just with Armenia, but everywhere, all over the world, is because of exactly what I'm talking about here. It's because of people's ego. It's because of people continuing to feel like they're victims and that they need to feel like someone needs to validate them as victims. If we continue to stay in the wounded pattern, we will continue to draw more woundedness into our lives. So yes, we need to bring awareness, but at the same time, it's the work that we do within ourselves. So this work is to help not just yourself. It is a trickling effect. Every single person, what we do, we send a ripple through the universe. We radiate energy. We are more powerful than we realize, but it's only going to work. Everything that I'm teaching you, it's only going to work if you have the good intentions for all, not just good intentions for yourself, but good intentions for all, for everyone involved. And so it's really sad to see that, yes, we have wars, we have all these different things, but these are all the elements of the matrix programming that we've been in. So giving yourself the opportunity to really understand yourself and to really take a like a scan, take a poll or whatever, take a review, what are words? So what I'm trying to say is really review your life, review what you do on a daily basis, because there's so many people, quote unquote, spreading awareness about certain things, but then are they kind to the person in front of them or behind them at the grocery store check-in line? Are they kind in everything that they do, from day-to-day activities to the time they go to sleep, to the time they wake up? What are they doing and how are they interacting? So it's important to become aware of our actions, day-to-day actions. So, okay, and that's a whole nother topic I slightly touched upon based on the comments that I was getting. I noticed when I stop meditating, it's like staring at square one again with the anxiety when I try. So once again, it's not so much let me sit down and meditate and I feel good and now I'm back in this like crazy life that I have. It's learning how to stay consistently in that state of mind throughout your day, and not so much in that state of mind, but yes, it's both. You could tell, okay, my mind is doing these things, and you can tell your mind, I know what you're doing, but I'm not going to attach to these thoughts. So if you wake up with all these negative thoughts, you can acknowledge them and say, okay, but I'm not going to attach to those stories, and I'm not going to dismiss them. I'm going to acknowledge them. I'm going to understand them, but I'm also going to remind myself that I get to choose and create in this moment instead of reacting to these negative things. So instead of reacting, I'm going to take space by breathing and perhaps closing your eyes. I'm going to walk you through this shortly. And then moving through your day in that state, not waiting to go to that 5-minute meditation or that 1-hour yoga class to let go, but continuously building the muscle of that presence, of that state of being, not just your state of mind, but it's your energy, right? It's really your energy that's affecting. And yes, your mind, your brain can affect your energy because of the thoughts. So we're here to reprogram the subconscious. That's the core of my work. Really finding out, where did this trauma, even if it's just some kind of a program, you say, well, it's not really a trauma. Well, okay, doesn't seem like trauma, but there could have been a past trauma that created it that you're not aware of. And something like someone telling you you can't do something when you're 5 years old may not seem like a big deal. Oh my God, get over it. So what? I said that to you when you were 5. You know, parents can do that. I've had my mom tell me that. Oh my God, you're so sensitive. Why can't you just forget it? Like, it was so long ago. You're so sensitive. Not realizing that the brain pattern that was established at that time when this not so important thing happened it questioned the child's worthiness. It questioned my ability to feel like I'm, I even belong here. Like, do I even belong here? Like, why am I here? My entire life, I've functioned in this anxious state, like waiting for the other shoe to drop, like feeling like I'm chasing something and I have to do this and I have to do this. When this happens, if that happens, is it going to happen? I don't know. Are my parents going to be happy? Is my family going to accept me? I don't know. Am I going to be the black sheep of the family? Am I going to, I'm never stopping to think, is this actually making me happy? And what actually makes me happy? And what is this happiness people are chasing? So really taking the time to go deeper, and I have news for you. The pain that you are so afraid of facing, it's not as painful as the lingering pain that's become so comfortable for you. Because after all, the pain that you've been living with is so familiar. So think about that. How familiar is your pain and how much comfort has that provided? Some people who have chronic disease, some people may say, well, it's a genetic condition. It's a genetic thing and passed on, and it's a thing. It cannot be healed. No doctor can cure this. What if I told you that you actually are being served by having this disease? There's something deep within you that is used to having this disease, that is used to being treated the way you're treated because of this disease. And you're afraid to drop that crutch and start walking. If you drop that crutch and start walking, what's going to happen? People go, oh, he's walking fine now. He doesn't need help. He doesn't need special treatment. She doesn't need special treatment. So how much are you enjoying the special treatment you're getting by being a victim? Ask yourself that question. How much are you enjoying the special treatment by constantly complaining that something's wrong with you? This could sound like tough love. I'm in no way dismissing that you have feelings. I'm in no way dismissing that you have to acknowledge the pain. But at some point, you have to ask yourself, I've been telling this story for so long. It served me for so long. But am I fed up with this story? How do I want the rest of my life to be? What do I need to do to rewrite my story? Have you asked yourself that question? Yes, it is bigger than diet and exercise. Someone was just commenting. Do I take probiotics? I drink kombucha. Does that count? Not all the time. I just eat very healthy. I don't eat a bunch of packaged stuff. I very occasionally have coffee, and the longer I go without coffee and then I have it, I instantly break out. So I go really deep into all the nutritional aspects in my 8 Chakras course, which is 8chakrascourse.com. If you have any questions about it, DM me, send me an email. And the 8 Chakras course has literally many of you on this. I don't know if you're still on, have done the course. I've done the course myself, even though I channeled the whole thing. I still listen to it from time to time because I need a little tune-up here and there, or I just want to go back to sleep because my voice is so calming, even though it's channeled. Even though it's my voice, it's channeled. So I go through all the different things to eat. Like, for example, some people may go, well, for the throat chakra, you need blueberries, you need blue stuff. Yes, you do. But throat chakra is also triggered by the solar plexus. So in terms of crystals and foods, you also want to make sure you're addressing the solar plexus. So the yellow can heal the blue heal the yellow. The root chakra, yes, you need to be grounding by standing on earth, but also certain poses that you do with, I just recently had a body movement, Qigong and yoga and some dancing involved on my open heart member portal. That's onlinehealingportal.com. You can go to. So if you're at the very least interested in participating in a once a month, going deeper, we do different sessions on Zoom, and gaining instant access to a library filled with various healing sessions, then that's what you should be doing, is signing up for the online healing portal. It's onlinehealingportal.com. Become an open heart member. So that's where many people start. And then if you want to book a private session, I am offering them for bookings for additional month. And then after that, the private bookings will stop. And if you book in the next month, we will be scheduling for November, because besides for a couple emergency sessions in August, I'm completely booked. So when I say we, me and all my other parts of my higher self, because you exist in multiple dimensions all at the same time. Your soul is much greater than you. So you have different various versions of you. And so meditating and knowing how to bring in all these different versions of you. And even though we didn't really start the healing session yet, know that you're getting downloads, even though I'm talking and we're going through all these different steps, and I'm even going through and reading some of the comments, which I don't typically do until the end. But know that you're still getting the healing. I'm in the theta brainwave. You're there with me if you're tuned in. The downloads are still coming in. Yes, many people do dissociate. And yes, I see some people saying they're fed up with their stories, tired of triggers running your life. So maybe perhaps that's the reason you joined this live, because this is a portal for you to know more. So at the very least, I would suggest for everyone that's commented all these comments to at least do the online healing portal. Start with that. There's a powerful inner child healing session that is posted there. You have unlimited replay. We have raising your vibration, balance your logical, emotional minds. We have heart healing, virus clearing, gratitude. And then I also have a special session there in the portal, healing for healers. That's really powerful. And then if you decide you're ready to book a private session, we can either do theta healing or past life regression. Now, without further ado, and I have my website pinned here at the bottom, you'll be able to, join. Even if you click on it, you subscribe to my email, you'll be able to come back on the live. I see some people going in and out of the live because they're subscribing, they're joining, and all of that. So without further ado, we are now stepping into phase 2 of our live. And as you can see on YouTube, I've got lots of water. Water is key. Now, the one thing I want to mention about water, and I tell this to everyone, whether it's a private or a group session, water works much better and absorbs much better if there's salt in it. Your body needs that. It absorbs better. So if you're just drinking water, especially if you're just chugging it, it's just like pouring a bucket of water on a plant and it just pours over the dry soil. It's not absorbing. So you want to stay mindful. So use drinking water as your first hallmark to exercise mindfulness. I sometimes also suggest, if you like apples, peel an apple. Whatever fruit you like, peel that apple, sit with it. Not just try to watch something or catch another TikTok or watch another tarot reading on YouTube or whatever it is that you do. Take the time to just sit with the apple, sit with your water, your cup of tea, whatever it is you're having. When you go in the shower, some of you commented how it's such a meditative state. So it's not so much like hurry up. Yeah, sometimes it's hurry up. Oh my God, I'm running late. Let me take the shower. But there's still in that hurry up, oh my God, I'm in a hurry, you can still be present. And in fact, when you're driving in traffic, you have the ability to control the traffic by how you feel. Your energy radiates all around you and people feel it. So if you're angry, if you're in a hurry, you're going to notice that everyone else around you is angry and in a hurry. So you get to choose how you react. So instead of reacting, create. What are you going to create? What are you going to create today? Okay, so if you don't have water, please get water. My healing sessions work so much better if you're hydrated. All healing works better when you're hydrated because, once again, your whole body is water. Your brain, every part of you, all your organs, muscles are all mostly water. Not all water, but mostly water. And water also absorbs energy. If you start speaking ugly and mean to this water, I'm going to actually put it in a glass. So because I don't like plastic, so the less amount of time it spends in plastic, the better. So glass container, and sometimes I just buy glass waters. Always drink spring water, no fluoride. And so what happens is the molecules of the water will change according to the energy. So you want to feel, when you're drinking the water and you're drinking it slowly, you really feel the gift that the water is giving you and feel it going into your body and absorbing and really being grateful for it. So what kind of salt to add to water? Anything but the regular table salt. So all of those, Celtic, Himalayan, sea salt, yeah. Okay, makes sense. The only thing that would calm my Pisces sun down is water. My moon sign is Pisces, by the way. Let's just take a couple deep breaths. We spent so much more time on the talking part, but that's okay. A lot was cleared for so many of you and a lot of understanding. And now that we have primed your conscious mind and we have taken you into the alpha theta state a little bit more, you are primed to now go deeper into theta. So alpha is the bridge between the conscious and the subconscious. Theta is tapped right into it's in alignment. It is your subconscious. So when I do the private scans, I'm scanning one individual, checking what the programs are. They're being released on the subconscious level. And then I'm downloading new programs to the subconscious so that the subconscious understands, hey, this happened in another lifetime, in another dimension. I can release that. I can forgive, and I don't have to suffer anymore. So it is possible, and it happens very quickly. And so that's how miracles happen. That's how the leg pain of this man that he's had for almost 3 years went away in one session after 2 of those past life traumas were released. And once again, the past, the present, the future exist all at once. And so time, the only time that you need to worry about is the now, the eternal now, I call it. And so how do you feel in this moment right now, right here? And are you being defined by your past? Of course you are, but are you grateful for it? And are you ready to release whatever is not serving you anymore? Because that traumatic childhood you created, or that maybe traumatic relationship, or being with someone that didn't understand you, maybe it wasn't that traumatic, but just wasn't a good alignment. Whatever it is, what did that teach you? And are you grateful for that lesson? Because if you're not, you're still denying a part of you. And whatever happened is a part of you. Don't deny it. Just know that you experienced it for a reason. And until you understand what that reason was, or that reason is, you're not going to be able to release it. And then once you understand it, then you practice on releasing it. And so what I'm merely doing here and with this session is to help you release it quicker. Somebody just said they're back. The MD had to cancel the appointment. I don't want to freak you out, but when you told me you had an appointment, I literally thought, well, what if they cancel? So now some of you may be wondering, did you cause the cancellation of her appointment? Or did I just pick up that the appointment is going to be canceled? Is it a created synchronicity, or is it a foreshadowing based on intuition? That's going to be a whole new topic for another podcast.